Join us next week for another exciting adventure with the OSA Space Rangers!
My friend Liz, we talk a lot, and I was complaining about all the new movies being crap because they're basically redos of redos, and they're not even trying to be like even slightly original. I go, I bet you I could do a reboot better, and she goes, oh yeah, I dare you. And then I wrote the pilot script in like 3 days. Alright, the main characters, starting with the good guys. There's Rocky, Vina, Winky, Bobby, the Professor, and Drake. Then for my bad guys, my main bad guys for most of the series is Cleolante, Dardanto, and Atlison. Rocky's he's like kind of supposed to be like a John Wayne kind of quiet kind of figure, cowboy hero, but he doesn't like, he resists the spotlight. He doesn't like to be in the spotlight. He doesn't like people praising him. He doesn't like accolades. Minky a lot of times seems like the clown of the thing, but he is actually the one that kind of holds everything together. He's kind of like also the peacemaker. He makes things smooth between certain people who have caustic personalities with each other. He's kind of like the glue that holds everything together. And Vina's like this ultimate, not quite warrior, but she is very tough. I mean, she's like, she goes against quote unquote the boys all the time, and she can hold her own. You know, she's tough, she's smart, she's knowledgeable, and she kind of keeps the other two in line a lot of times. The professor is called a professor because he's a college professor. He teaches classes, and he's Bobby's grandpa. And when he's young, Bobby lived with him because we don't know quite Bobby's history yet. The professor is a researcher, works for the OSA as a researcher. So he's got his own lab, he's got his own equipment, and he occasionally tinkers and invents stuff that the OSA may need. Bobby's got a sense of humor too, but Bobby's sense of humor is practical jokes. He plays practical jokes on everyone. And I know that probably messed up.
No, that's okay.
Well, Drake is the Secretary. Drake is technically equivalent of a general in the OSA, so he's the head honcho, you know. He's the one that gives Rocky his orders and everything else, but he's a little more deep than it because he's friends with Rocky. He's known Rocky since the World War II, and Rocky kind of sees him like a father figure that he never had. Cleo's interesting too because she has kind of interesting background, and her relationship is really she's random. She's very random. She's like, she can go from like sweet to flirty to she's gonna stab you in the chest right this second. You know, oh, like instantly. You don't know what she's thinking at any one time. Dardanto is more of a yes man. He'll do whatever needs to be done. You know, he might put up a fuss, he might fight a little bit, but he will do whatever he's ordered to do, and he will do it in the most horrific ways he can find to do it in. Now, Atlison is more of like a you know the image of like a devil and an angel on your shoulder. He's kind of like the angel on your shoulder. He keeps kind of Cleo trying to get. He doesn't keep Cleo out of trouble enough, but he tries to keep Cleo out of trouble most of the time. He's more like the diplomat too. Plus, if anybody needs to talk to somebody on the Theseus, most people would prefer to deal with him. I was having I complain about everything.
What?
I complain about it.
What do you mean?